again! Hello, everyone! It is stream time yet again, and time for Phoenix Wright. We are still in the bonus case. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. Let us play. Hello to anyone who may or may not be in chat. Alright, testing, see how the audio levels are. Alright, testing.
Alright, that's good. I'll turn it down just one tick, but that should be fine.
Wait. Oh, I fucked up. $5.27. Yeah, 527, that would be, I think, when I last did this. Here we go. Hello, Karumi. I'm so sorry, that's alright. I'm so sorry for what my sister said. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. I don't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings. Why I wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. What do you mean, what happened to you? It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what did you have to do with those killings? On the night prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. What? He tried to kill you? Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. So that means you... Yes, I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial. Looks like they're questioning Lana again. Well, since we've come all this way, why don't we go see Mr. Meekins? Let's not and say we did. No one's here today. Not even Ms. Starr. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. But we proved in court today that on that day of the crime, no one was murdered at the evidence room at 5:15 p.m. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway on our case, but instead it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Hang in there, Lana. Mr. Edgeworth isn't here. Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee. Yeah, with Lana admitting to falsifying evidence 2 years ago. I guess we'll just have to come back later. Howdy, Bambina. Oh, Mr. Marshall. I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera, sera. You never know where life will lead you. Oh, a Bambina. I should have known my luck had you out. When old Billy died, dried up this morning. Billy? Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office with a little, interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't get in the evidence room today, partner. But Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why did prosecutors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, alright. But in the initial autopsy report, the question was raised. A question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. What does that mean? It means there is a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind. I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the King of Prosecutors? What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. The day that SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer. Interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall, there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so that case wouldn't die. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired, and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They? Who are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean, Damon Gant and Lana Skye. The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second in command, Lana Skye. Hello, Percy Williams. How are you doing? There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred into the prosecutor's office. Right? Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Skye was totally different when she was a detective. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. Busta Rhymes has it. Yeah. I never found out. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. that someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. Phew. Oh man, he was a ghost this whole time. I don't see Detective Gumshoe. Things seem kind of quiet around here today. You're right! Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to? Right! We can come back here later. What is my favorite album? Of Busta Rhymes? I've not listened to a Busta Rhymes album. My favorite album, period, Dark Side of the Moon. It's an obvious choice, but I mean, there's a reason it's obvious. It's really fucking good. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, the terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark? It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I honestly, like, Busta Rhymes, I'm not, like, a massive rap fan in general, but especially, like, 80s rap like that, like that shit, I don't know. It feels kind of just too dated. It, like, I respect what, like, you know, Cool J and Busta Rhymes and Salt and Peppa and shit like that. I respect what they did for, like, the history of rap, but I think it's like, you know, like, I respect what they did, but it doesn't mean I really like their music. It's just kind of too corny. Busta Rhymes started in the 90s? Oh, I must be getting him confused with someone else. I honestly could not tell you what he did. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then, what happened? I'll never forget it. Lightning struck, and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned permanent pictures in my mind. I can still see it now. A permanent picture? I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. So you weren't able to testify about that? No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. Hey, Arus. He collaborated with some of the Soul Quarians. I don't know who they are. That must be why she made up the crime. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted this guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Edgeworth? Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known it was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean, it's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred? Why does she sound like that? Because that is the voice I gave her. Also, hello, Sir Jacob, and also Nintendo Volts. Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently, I passed out. when I came to Lana was cradling me in her arms. Poor Emma. You've been through so much. Bye, Percy. Was Nintendo not feeling well? I didn't know about this. Well, hopefully you're feeling better now. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that incident. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. 2 years ago? You must have been 14! That's understandable. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I wanted to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any. I see. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at the time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor. There's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police? Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. But why did he run all that way over to your sister's office? Because the detective offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force. What? That's news to me. She did say that, like, multiple times, though. After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
Ah, so that's what I had to do to make the story go forward.
Lana!
Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble.
Falsifying evidence? I didn't think you were the type.
Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we?
But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty.
Believe me, I understand the risks.
Lana! Emma told me about you.
Oh?
About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer in the prosecutor's office.
That's right.
Could you fill me in on the details, especially about the unusual change of jobs?
I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright.
A. Nicholas W. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another case 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth.
It couldn't be helped, Emma. At the trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul.
Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department. Tell me it's not true. What the witness, Ms. Starr, said about you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us?
Emma, this doesn't involve just me. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago.
She was amazing.
They still talk about all of the cases.
They still talk about all of the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Chief Gant?
He was the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked the crime scene. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be.
Alright, bye, Nicholas.
They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed.
But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened?
I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could use that experience in court, right? Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Two years ago, I was second in command at the detectives investigating Doc.
Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right?
Yes, Deputy Chief Gant and I started the same office and the same investigations. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from the dark. From Dark.
You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me.
Now you tell us.
Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So we waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself.
That's where he found me. So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana.
It appears so. I was filling some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. When I returned to my office, I saw their bodies on the floor and smelled blood.
3 bodies?
Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had encountered a minor concussion and lay unconscious. To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest.
Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident.
That's right. Quite a coincidence,
I don't buy it.
Well, what are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance. But that case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall, yes, his actions came as a surprise.
Officer Marshall, yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with that ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories.
That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right?
Yes, in that office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The chief's office.
This place is always pretty empty, but today, it's deserted. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in conference room. Thanks. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media and tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. Sir, We'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Just use the connecting hallway in the other building to take the elevator to the top floor. Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. Whoa! Where am I? In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door. Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it? Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. I thought I was a genius. Oh, good. I never could remember where C was. Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant! So, righto, how have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. We took it to commemorate our work together. Anyways, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together. Oh, but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, we'd still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear what I said. There is no need to investigate it anymore. Oh, he did some shit. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Looks like we aren't welcome. It seems that case isn't over with yet, after all. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. You mean like a clue?
Hey, pal!
Detective Gumshoe! Aren't you supposed to be in a meeting?
I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
From sitting so long?
Actually, from serving everyone coffee. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth?
Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask?
He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battles between you two in court.
That sounds serious. Is it because of what my sister said?
Yeah, that's basically what it all boils down to. The falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Yikes. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she?
Regardless, a prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor been hit. Kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now, with this...
Are there really so many people who hate him?
In our world, only those with the talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies.
Hey, Dick! Keep up the good work!
Let's go out to lunch again sometime. My treat. Yes, sir. You gotta take me back. You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay? Yes, sir. Seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth might just crack. Actually, I took a look at that file earlier. Well, the curfew was brewing.
Well, did you find out anything?
The only evidence Derek left behind was during his final attack.
His final attack? You mean...
when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl.
Man!
That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it has something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forgot. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay?
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Hey, Bertucci man. How are you doing?
Joe Jack was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman.
A businessman? What made him take to serial killing?
One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car? So, it was an accident?
An accident, yes. But it traumatized him into an animal.
An animal?
He killed a man. The kid worked just so that... Yeah, okay. A jogger came upon the scene and was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in.
Seems he was a pretty careless animal. I'm alright. Kinda tired. May end this one a bit short. We'll see.
Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence.
So he turned himself in?
Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim, Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Derek was arrested in the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed.
The last witness, aka Emma? About this.
Hey, is that a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it? I believe this would be the broken murder weapon.
I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. Hey, Renee. How are you doing?
What are you doing with that?
Ever since this case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker and was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
That's it. Now I remember what the incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me the knife, it all came back to me.
Well, what is it, Detective? Quick! Before you forget again! This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it?
That's right. We traced it back to the store. He bought it all. Plus, it had his fingerprints on it too.
But no one's actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken.
You don't have to take a good look to notice that.
Yeah, well anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in.
Where was it? The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it
inside his own body. It was found deep inside the stab wound.
Did it match Dark's knife?
You bet. Down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive.
Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant.
It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around, if that's okay.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What, really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Breach of trust.
Simply put, I'd be canned.
Oh.
Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data was deleted the day that he died.
Ah. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind. There he is. He looks like he's writing something.
What are you doing here?
Tough day in court, eh?
I've had to live with the past. I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you.
So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. So...
I'll tell you what, I am gonna quick run to the bathroom and then I will be right back.
手の自由と平和を守るため黄金の貴公子今参上悪い奴らに鼻毛真剣でも6時になったら店じまい毛刈り隊を倒すため敵の基地へ
Alright, I'm back. Fucking, as soon as I leave, Verducci Man just takes the opportunity to just, like, abuse all of my redeems. Fair enough, someone had to. Got me some 7-Up. Let's giggity giggity go! There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I can do to erase the fact. But you didn't know, did you? Or, why did I get... Oh shit, yeah, that was not Emma. Also, my roommate is making tacos, so that's even more of an excuse for me to end this stream early, but I'm gonna keep going a little bit longer. I'll probably go until, like, I don't know, 11 or 12, so not, like, that much earlier. Honestly, I was dragging for the entire stream, I'm sure you could probably tell, and, like, getting 7-Up is, like, that did the trick. Alright. I mean, that the evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error. My responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuse I might have. Mr. Edgeworth! Hey, Game Gear Goddess. Drinking soda makes me lolly. I agree. Does soda de-age you? Is that how that works? Is that what happened to you, Game Gear Goddess? You just, like, drank too much soda? And now you're cursed to be forever 13? I take pride in my work. So tell me why? Why has it all come to this? Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't walk out in on the trial.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? What do you mean? The list of evidence. The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at that time. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. That picture. Something seems strange about it.
By the way, Apotris is the best handheld Tetris GBA homebrew. Ears perk up. I might play that, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. This Saturday I have a poll. I guess actually probably a good time to advertise that again. Last I checked, the poll was pretty close. But, I have a poll for this Saturday for Eldiner Cinema. If you guys want to vote. We've only had one extra vote since then. And it has actually extended Batman Returns lead to 46%. So, I mean, it's still under 50%. Another movie could win, but now it's looking a bit more, well, I mean, we had like 20 votes. A little over 20 votes last time, so, I mean, there's still time, but the options are RoboCop 2 with 31%, Airplane 2 with 8%, Batman Returns, that has 46%, and TMNT 2, Revenge of the Ooze, with 15%. I don't want to, sway anyone from voting, but I would say, the last two. The last two are probably the ones that I would most be excited to watch, mainly because I've never seen them. I've seen the first Batman, and I really liked that. I've heard Batman Returns... No. Batman Returns is, slightly more toned down, I think, than, Or is that one darker? No. Batman Returns is, the darker one, as compared to, Batman, Tim Burton, 1989. That's right. It was TMNT 2 was, more toned down than TMNT 1. But anyway, yeah, Batman Returns will be interesting. TMNT 2, that could also be interesting. It's the one with Vanilla Ice. RoboCop 2 I've seen, but that's a good one. And Airplane 2 is always a classic. Not as good as the first one, but still pretty good. Anyway. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Gumshoe was murdered? Or Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right?
I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend this one.
Because you were awarded this? Because you were awarded this?
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department.
You finished up at the office?
Yes, just
clerical stuff. Why is someone sending me a GG? Oh, because it's Game Gear Goddess. Got it.
I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back.
Take something back?
This.
Oh yeah, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yes, it was a piece of evidence. In a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office.
So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to?
That's right.
This picture was hanging on the wall at Chief Gant's office.
Prosecutor Neil Marshall, not Prospector. Although, he might have been. I can see that. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy.
Speaking of that, there's something that bothered me.
Yes.
The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding, it's a little different than yours.
Yes, you're right. I remember now.
Remember what?
That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design.
A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us?
It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award is based on. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, And the second means shield. Have you heard this story?
Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why did you tell it, though? For Emma's sake.
Very well. Long ago, in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield of armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon.
Oh, is that what a halberd is? I'd never heard of that before. Those claims contradict each other.
Very perspective. But then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless.
So it's a really stupid merchant.
Got it. And then, the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Really? So is that where... So that's where the term contradiction comes from. Interesting. I now know Chinese. Actually, I don't, because I don't know what the Chinese word for contradiction actually is. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize...
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's our nature to pursue matters to their conclusions, even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield?
You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished.
Excuse me. Ooh, sexy lunch lady. Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? Miss Star! You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. I beg your fucking pardon, ma'am. Don't Don't be talking about sucking on a cow, please. Or sucking off a cow. Any of that. No, bad. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. See what I mean? There is a fucking sensual vibe to her. I'm not crazy. Chat might call me crazy, but I'm not fucking crazy. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm saying, and I'm not crazy. Thank you. And you're welcome. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was. So is Joe Dark still alive? I didn't see anything about him being dead. Maybe we need to question him if he's like... I don't know if he's like incarcerated, or I guess we don't really know where he is. Due to our transferal, this can't all be attributed to more coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eating. I mean, roast beef is so thick you kind of can't help but savor it while eating. That's sort of like the thing. Like, you kind of have to savor it in order to, like, rip it apart so that it'll go down your throat. Your throaty. Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though, must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Skye. My sister! The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gant. Yeah, someone was asking about, like, my portrayal of Emma, my voice, and I think I've now decided it's basically what if RFK Jr. was a Valley Girl.
That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret.
Shit, so it goes back further. So there's like more to this fucking forgery shit than even Lana's admitting to. There's just more to this. Then again, I don't know. Angel also seems like kind of a sus source, so there could be more to this, who knows. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done.
I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation.
I do also wonder if Lana actually did kill that person. It's entirely possible. But, like, if it was, like, a self-defense thing. And here's, like, why I'm thinking that. Remember at the beginning of this case where she wanted to turn herself in? I think that might be it. I think that she did, but it might have been a self-defense. Or it could have been Joe Dark. Those are my two theories now.
Then, Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used?
She was being used!
Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Gant led the investigation, with Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together.
They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they?
Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. You mean... Oh, yes. There were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Oh, yes. Myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything cooked, or she hated anything crooked, and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall! When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would ever have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Mister! That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief? That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, the position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then, no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office? If he could, shit, wrong person. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know. But one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change. Thank you, Miss Starr. You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chief than I've been. We haven't really seen Angel in a while, so let's see if there's anything we can press her on. Doesn't seem like it. Alright. Oh, you're back. You're still here?
Yeah, I gotta make 150 copies of those files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ.
Does he know what a DJ is? You're a DJ as well?
If I'm not mistaken, I think it means desk jockey.
Fuck! Oh, that's... That's what we need to call white... That's what we need to call white-collar workers now. Like, desk job people, we need to call them desk jockeys. I'm sure they'd love that. Oh, that DJ.
I gotta admire you. You're persistent. You're present. What?
Or persistency? Persistency. That's not a word. It's... Wait. Yeah, I have to admire your persistence, not persistency. That's not a word.
But my answer's still no. I'm not letting you in the chief's office. Period. It'd be my neck on the line.
There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind.
I've been studying up in those files. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Edgeworth's.
Okay. I don't think there's anything. Yeah. Alright, let's just keep finding shit. Wait, what is this?
I can't believe Officer Marshall would do something like that.
You know Officer Marshall?
Of course I do. He was like a mentor to me. When I first started out, he even gave me a small cactus.
Really?
He said, "Dick, she'll listen to all your troubles."
Note to self. Detective Gumshoe talks to a cactus.
Hard to believe he's just a patrolman now. Someone ought to trade places with him. What are you looking at me like that? About that jar, I think I've seen it before somewhere.
Somewhere?
Or maybe it's one of those memories people have from previous lives. Something about it makes me feel uneasy. It's like I'm the chief's office and he's yelling at me. Where could I have seen that before?
Let me look at this picture. Yeah, so there's the chief. There's Lana. Who's that other? Oh, is that, that's Marshall, I see. And there's the prosecutor award. Okay, I guess the unusual thing is just how the prosecutor award is different now.
No locker can be opened without a fingerprint match. Besides, there's no reason for the murderer to touch his own locker.
Hey, wasn't your locker the one with the blood on it, detective?
Shh! If they come to arrest me, you'll defend me, won't you? Oh, a lost item report.
Very impressive, detective. You knew what it was right off the bat.
Well, I am a master of misplacement, you know.
Master, that's such a cool ring to it.
You can't say master anymore. They've outlawed that.
The way I see it, if things are meant to be lost, then they're meant to be lost. There's a higher power at work here.
Wow, a higher power.
Maybe I shouldn't let Emma hold any evidence.
Hey!
That part is used for detecting fingerprints.
Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth gave it to us.
He did what? All I have is some flour.
Are you okay? Are you okay, detective?
Quick!
Ah! Achoo!
If it's any help, one time I took a nap on a bench with wet paint.
Why am I not comforted?
That's the ID card record, isn't it?
Yes, there's only one number left to investigate at 4:20 p.m. The victim, Detective Goodman, must have entered the evidence room along with someone else. Someone with an executive officer number.
Seven 7777. That's 1 7 too many, detective.
That's 1 7 too many, detective.
Hey, I just brought some of that stuff. Now I can go around detecting blood traces too.
Wow! Is that a new type? I've never seen that bottle before. Add 3 inches to your base height. I beg your pardon?
I don't think that's... I don't think that's for detecting blood. I think that's for, male enlargement.
Base height? Hey, let me see that! Looming tail. New and improved growth formula. Oh no. Oh, yep, it's what I think it is.
You mean this can't detect blood traces?
Well, it's not quite the same thing as luminol.
So that's why the lady at the counter had that smirk on her face.
I mean, you can still use it. I don't know. You're a single man feeling yourself, you know, just maybe. Why not? I mean, not that I have any experience with that. Not at all. No. I'm perfectly endowed as it is. Why would I need anything like that? All right, don't fucking judge me. All right, motherfuckers. All right, motherfuckers. All right.
Okay, we already exhausted that. That's the photo that Miss Star took.
Anything you can tell us about it?
That Miss Star is quite the lady. Why, I remember when it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened.
What? 16? That's how old I am now. Oh, we have seen. Okay, I think we've exhausted what we can do with the detective. Oh yeah, no, we already showed that to him. Maybe I need to go back to the office. No, that's already exhausted. I am not really sure what to do here. Walkthrough time. You know, if I can finish this, I'm looking, like, at the walkthrough and, like, how much time... Wait. Yeah, I'm looking at the walkthrough and how much time there is left. I think next week I might be able to finish the game. Either that or the week after, because I'm thinking the third day might have 2 parts. Because there's, like, right now I'm about 5 hours into this case, at least according to the walkthrough. And I'm thinking... Because, like, the walkthrough is obviously going to go a little bit faster than I would. I'm thinking within, like, 1 week or 2, I might be able to finish the game. And when that happens, I think I'll probably put up a poll. I have some ideas of what I want, but I think I want to put it up. I think I want to put more of this stuff up to a poll. Wait. Okay, wait. Okay, so there's like another thing. I guess I need to find that or talk to someone. Hold on. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it real quick without Oh, is it this?
Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir.
Oh. No, it's not the. What's this? Oh, I wonder what he was writing for.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him. I'll check it out.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Yep. That's what I had to do. Alright, goodbye, Arus.
Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe at the window there? Oh no! He's falling to the ground! Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet. What? Letter of... If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says, Letter of Resignation. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... I'm tired, right? I feel as if... something inside me has died. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
There we go.
What's this crumpled up piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious!
Is he ever not serious?
I can't believe they pushed him this far! Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was a cold as ice, too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him.
Detective!
That's it. I've made up my mind.
But...
Here, take my ID card. We can't do that. If someone found out...
We can't do that. If someone found out, they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. So at least let me do this for Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
All right, Detective. Thank you. Yay, Edward! Or Gumshoe. I mean, not Edward. Gumshoe. Here goes, Mr. Wright. Beep. We're in! If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail him out.
If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Ah! No! Sorry.
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Ah! Detective Gumshoe.
What are you doing, sneaking up on us like that?
I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came to.
Oh my god. I've never seen Detective Gumshoe smile, and I never wanted to. He looks like Buzz Lightyear when he smiles. If you're here, then what's the point in giving us the ID card? Rendered unusable? Oh, good.
Hey! Don't do that to my card. I hardly ever get a chance to come in here, so I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now.
You really do want to get fired, don't you?
Not if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Investigation Nation Celebration Sensation. Wow! Look at the size of Chief Gant's desk.
Speaking of that, weren't you here when we were here earlier?
Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant!
He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading. This looks like a list of evidence.
A list of
evidence?
In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though.
Hey! Look at the case name! Hey! Look at the case name!
Huh? SL9 incident. I wonder what this is doing here.
Hold on, Detective. What did you just say?
I said, I wonder what...
No, about evidence lists. Normally, they're twice as long.
That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
A full-size list of evidence. The list of evidence. It seems too short.
Most lists run twice as long.
I knew it. The chief must be hiding something about that case.
It would appear so.
Prosecutor's badge.
Yeah, like the one hanging from your Kyla.
What? They have badges too?
The design's supposed to portray the severity of the punishment system.
Why is it fucking freezing in my house? God damn. Do I own the Ace Attorney series on Switch? No. This is on PC. I have it on PC. Actually, no, I didn't buy it on Switch. I have it on PC, and my friend bought it years ago on the PS4. I would have played it on there, but it's kind of hard to play the PS4 when my friend is like right downstairs playing with his fucking band. But I do have the Edgeworth spin-off thing on Switch, which I should actually give that a chance. It's kind of like Phoenix Wright, but I think it's a bit more focused on the point and click stuff. This is a safe, isn't it?
Safe? That word is ripe with intrigue.
Okay, if you say so. It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. A 7-digit number. Oh, let me try something. I wonder.
Do you know what it is?
I think I have a hunch.
Oh, I know. You want to try my birth date. It's,
That wouldn't be a 7-digit number. Actually, it could be. I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. Did it work? Yes. Bingo!
What number did
you enter?
Whose birthday was it, pal?
777-7777. The final ID card number on that record. There's a bunch of them on Switch. There are. Well, there's the Trilogy, which is basically this, but on Switch, so I doubt it's at all different. There's, what is it? Edgeworth Chronicles, I think it's called. I don't know about any others. There's a couple on 3DS, I know. I've heard those are pretty good. I don't know if there's any that are, like, Switch exclusive, though. What? The number of that mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day?
You mean... that ID number.
Gant's starting to look a little more sus. I think you're 1-7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside?
Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away?
Look, it's a shard from a broken cup. Oh, shit. There's something else in here, too. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. Ooh. This is a handprint. Isn't it?
Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think it's Chief made up the design?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, it was just a threat.
Is that it? Is that all that was in the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. A piece of cloth with a handprint on it, and a broken shard. They look like pieces of evidence.
Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case,
I'm afraid I can't just
let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here.
I think I can do that. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar?
I remember when the three of us put that back together. Ah, those were the days.
It's kind of early to be reminiscing. Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found?
You mean this one? That was in the safe?
Yes, that one. That was in the safe.
Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits.
Oh shit. How do I... Oh, yeah, right, you have to do this, I think. Oh, do I have to... Oh, I see. There we... Oh, okay, that's right. That's how I have to do it. Ah, understood. Stock sound effect.
There!
There! It fits like a charm! With that, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But...
Hey guys, get a load of this.
what is it?
The piece you just attached? It's different from the others.
There's a reddish line on it. There's a reddish line on it. A reddish line? That's blood! I don't get it.
I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe?
But there's a dark red stain here. There's a dark red stain here. Looks like blood. This piece of the chief has isn't different though. The blood stains are the blood stains on the other pieces are just spots. But this one's a line. That is odd.
Okay. Can we play the organ? Can we play it Final Fantasy VII style?
The chief's organ is a sight to behold. Occasionally, we hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department.
That's on the 2nd floor. And this is the 15th floor. Of an entirely different building. This was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy. Lana's always been a ridiculous cleaner. Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner. Yeah, I have evidence. There's not even any dust on it. Looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here?
No. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff legends are made of.
Wait.
That theme park.
This was taken on that day 2 years ago.
After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here and went along with Chief Gant to question Dirk. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later.
Just for gits and shiggles. I don't think that's gonna be a thing. Wait. This was a crime scene. No, that wouldn't be. Maybe. Oh shit! I'm glad I did that. Wow! This area must have been covered in blood. Is this from that incident? I am so glad I did that. It's like the spirit of just good judgment swept over me. This game is possessed. By me, of course. I legally bought it. You have the 3DS game? Is it good? I've heard it's good. I've heard they, like, made it kind of 3D. Like, as in, like, gave it, like, 3D models. I don't know how I would feel about that. I don't know how I would feel about Phoenix Wright having a 3D model. I feel like whenever you try to convert 2D characters to 3D, like, a lot of the time it just ends up looking cursed. Like, if you've ever seen Simpsons merchandise or something like that, a lot of times it just looks cursed as hell. It's okay. It incorporates almost all the new mechanics. The characters are all 3D. It's still presented as a but it's still presented as a VN. New mechanics. Well, I do want to get to the other Phoenix Wright games at some point. I'm not going to do that now. Well, I'm definitely not going to do it now. I want to finish the first one. But, like, I'm not going to do it, like, immediately. I want to, like, put it on the back burner for, like, for later. But, at some point I do want to come back to this and maybe play, like, the other games in the trilogy. New mechanics, though. I'm interested in that. 3DS, you can emulate 3DS. However, I wonder if I want to do that, or I do have, I forget what it is. Stickam or something? No, Stickam is something totally different. There's like Snicker something. Snickstream, I think it's called. There's like a program you can like... It's almost like AirPlay or whatever the Android version of that is that I forgot the name of. But like, you can like wirelessly stream the 3DS. If it's hacked, you can like stream the 3DS to your computer. I think it's called Snickstream. That could work. It's a little bit... I mean, it's over wireless, so it's a little bit laggy, but 3DS emulation is always a little bit kind of iffy anyway, so I'll have to look... I would have to look and see what would be the best way of doing it. .3DS is pretty powerful. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten emulation to work, kind of. I mean, like, well, there's a RetroArch core for 3DS. There's two, actually. There's Citra, and then there's Citra 2018. And then you can also obviously just use, like, the standalone Citra app. And it works, depending on how powerful your PC is, you might have to, like... It doesn't work 100%. There's still, like, some games that have, like, some glitches and stuff like that. But I've played around with it a little bit. Like, I've played, I think I've even played it on stream a couple of times, but I've played, like, Mario 3D World a little bit, and that runs pretty well. Sometimes there's a bit of lag, but generally it works pretty well. Try the Resident Evil 3DS game. I can do that. Again, I'm not 100% sure if it'll work, but which one is that? Revelations, I think? Resident Evil Revelations. It's like a side thing to Resident Evil. I played a couple of like I got to play a couple of the more interesting 3DS games when I hacked my 3DS. I don't remember if Resident Evil was one of them. Metal Gear Solid was like the pretty interesting one, because that one, if I recall, that one actually used like the second thumbstick option, and it looked pretty good. I forget what the Metal Gear Solid game was, but it looked pretty good. There was also that weird fucking Castlevania game on 3DS, which I didn't really like. There was Kid Icarus Uprising, which everyone hyped to the moon and back when it came out, and I finally got to play it like a couple years ago when I hacked my 3DS, and I'm just like, this kind of sucks. To be fair, that's also my opinion on actual Kid Icarus. People hype it, and I've played it, and I don't like it. But that's more down to it being boring. Kid Icarus Uprising is bad because it controls really awkwardly. It must be. The prosecutor, Neil Marshall, was murdered. 2 years have passed. So the reaction's kind of dull. There might be more. Spider sense is tingling. No, okay, that's it. I can actually, not only can I run 3DS, I can run Wii U. I think Wii U might be I think Wii U is the most powerful. Oh wait, no, never mind. I can run Switch games on this. I can run... But then again, Switch is like Android-based, so that's not quite as impressive to run. But Wii U I can run. I can do... I've been meaning to run... oh god, it was so long ago Katsu recommended it. I don't know if I ever did run fucking, what's that Zelda game that's on GameCube? Wind Waker, that's it. But yeah, I can run Wii U. I can run PS3, I can run 360, kind of. 360 is also incredibly iffy. But it does... It's not really iffy as a result of, like, speed. All the games seem to run full speed. It's more just iffy as a result of... whatever the emulator can run. I want to see just one last thing. No, okay. There's also a Persona game that I need to check out that's on 3DS, apparently. I played Shin Megami Tensei 4. I'm not as big a fan of Shin Megami Tensei as I am Persona. Persona, I've found, is like baby Shin Megami Tensei. And I realized that pretty quickly that I need the baby aspect of it. I have, I also have SMT5, and I got to a point in it where I'm just like, oh, this is like a way too open game. I'm not really interested, actually. This might be all. Oh, now I can talk to... Oh, there's some new options for Gumshoe that opened up. Okay, let's do that. That desk on the other side of the room. Was that your sister's? Yeah, that's where I was waiting for Lana on the day 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now?
No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene.
That's a strange reason to leave it there.
He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time.
I see.
So ever since Lana left, no one ever touched that desk. No one except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning.
Still, 2 years have passed since the incident.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9's crime scenes. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it?
Why do you ask?
You don't think... Nah. You wouldn't be... No! There's no way! Never mind, don't worry about it.
Okay. Now then, let's look around a bit more.
Hey, hold on! Not so fast, buddy.
Huh? What is it?
When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You don't just let it go like that.
Sorry. This guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you?
You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you?
What? What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him? Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him?
perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet.
There you go, ignoring me again. You know, when we first came in here,
Yeah, it looks like the right side of the form's been torn off. So Mr. Edgeworth's list really was only half of the whole thing.
something else is bugging me more than that. Take a look at the back of the form, pal.
Whoa, what is that? Oh, it's an illustration?
I wonder what this is.
It's like a guy with a knife.
It looks like someone drew something. Some kind of sketch here. What is it?
What is it? Did you find something?
Went on a bit longer today than I said. Oh, okay. Well, there you go, I guess. You sensed that? I love how you sensed that exactly at midnight. You were just like, ha, see, I got him. Like you were fucking counting the minutes. I love my chat. I love my chat sometimes. Got him. Exactly. That's like some Phoenix... That's like a Phoenix Wright objection. Objection! You said you would end the stream at around 12 o'clock, but it is clearly 12:01. Checkmate, atheists! Alright. Huh? Oh no, it's nothing. Why are your eyes moving about like that? Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright? I don't know, I think at this point, I kind of want to, well, I think at this point, I'm going to, just like see if I can finish this part out. Because like if I can finish this, then I think I might be able to, if not next week, 2 streams from now, beat the game. And also I do feel a bit more refreshed now that I had my inspiration fluids. Let me see. Can I present this? Okay, never mind. Just a hunch I had. Alright, I think I actually have to... There might be more in the prosecutor's office.
Hello. Hey, thanks for the, Game Gear Goddess is a goddess at Tetris. I believe you. Also, thank you for the 2 months of being a member. And thank you for giving me money. I like the milestone chat. I'm glad you told me about that. Like, because it's fun. Like, I think I've been a member for you for 8 months or 9 months now. Ooh. Next month I'll be able to make a milestone baby. How do you feel about that? We're gonna have a milestone baby together. What should we name it? What should we name my milestone baby? L Jr.? I don't know. You value your friends after all? Yep. Thank you. There was like another piece of paper in the safe though. Why couldn't we take that? By the way, Elle, did you ever play Tasmania on stream? Is it as bad as I told you it is? Like I said, like that game, it only gets worse. You only saw like the beginning of how bad that game is. Like, it just gets worse. There might be more to this investigation thing than I thought. Maybe I will end fairly soon. We'll see. I could just save here. When a detective screws up. Hey, Caleboo, how are you doing? Yep, smash that like button. That like bucket. Smash the like bucket. Smash that like button. Every smash of that like button makes me more lolly. I must have as many likes as possible to reach my goal of being peak lolly. What's so bad about that? Music suits the soul. Next stream will be Taz on Game Gear for you. Okay. As requested. Nice.
After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except for the ringing in their ears.
But aren't the Chief's ears affected?
He never listens to anyone anyway.
That's beside the point. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room?
Shit, now he's talking like me.
I use subtitles like a real anime? I haven't actually seen a Game Gear Goddess stream. I guess you do, I guess you are... What is it? I guess you do streams on that account now. That's it. That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes.
You don't have any taxes to pay. Shh. Be careful of what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hurting. In the armor, we speak.
I don't think he'd fit in there.
Even if he did?
Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out.
Cut it out! You guys don't know how scary that guy can be.
You've been streaming for about a week? I think I'm subscribed to Game Gear Goddess, right? I haven't seen any streams, but... I will look. Okay, I am subscribed. Maybe I should turn on notifications. Oh man, you did a Simple 2000 game? Simple 2000 gotcha man. I didn't wait. Simple 2000 was on PS1. I thought that's how it worked. Like Simple 1500 was on the PS1 and Simple 2000 was on the PS2. There's a lot of good Simple 1500 games. Well, I don't know about good, but interesting. I haven't really checked the Simple 2000 games, though. That could be an alphacade one day. Like, instead of just going through the entire PS1 library or the entire PS2 library, I just go through all the Simple 2000 games. That could be good. What else is there? PS1 library is massive, but why not Saturn? Yeah, Saturn, I could do that. Well, the Saturn library is pretty big too, though, is the other thing. Like, I think if I were to do Saturn, I would have to, like, stick with just the American games. Because, like, that's the thing, is, like, and Dreamcast is kind of the same thing, too. Is, like, there's, like, maybe 100 or 200 Dreamcast games released in America. But then there's, like, 5 times that amount released in Japan. They were releasing Dreamcast games until 2007. They were releasing Dreamcast games until after the PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii came out. Same thing with Saturn. Like, they kept... even in Japan, I think they kind of abandoned the Saturn pretty quickly, but, like... And the problem... So, like, okay, here's the thing that I've thought of. I've thought of doing the Saturn... I have thought of doing the Saturn. The problem is, like I said, I would have to... It is a pretty big library, and in order to actually do that, I feel like I would have to, like, separate by region. Problem is, that's kind of doing a disservice to the Saturn, because, like, what are some of the best Sega Saturn games? The ones released outside of America. Ask any Saturn collector. They will tell you the reason you collect for Saturn is the Japan exclusive, like the fighting games, the weird kind of like oddball quirky stuff that Sega was behind. The shmups. There's a lot of good shmups for Saturn. Like, a lot of just obscure anime license shit. It's... I do want to get to Saturn at some point, but that's the thing, is, like, how do I cover the Saturn while doing it justice? Because there's just so much obscure Japanese shit on the Saturn. Yeah, Nabbit, that's a good one, like, fucking, man, there's a lot of good fighting games. There's a lot of just weird games in general, like, obviously, like even Sega, like, you know, like, Segatan Sashiro, like, that, Japanese ad campaign that Sega did in Japan for the Saturn. Segatan had his own game. It was like a mini-game collection, I want to say, and it was like... It was produced in really limited quantities, I think even for the Saturn. But it was just... There was so much shit on the Saturn. Just so much obscure shit on Saturn. Lots are translated now, too. So, okay. I think, this won't be, like, too much of a sneak peek, because I think I've said this already. This is what I'm planning on doing in the near future with AlphaCade. And I've planned this actually a little bit further than I'm going to, announce here, but just in case, you know, something comes up, you know, when I decide to change my mind, whatever. So, I am almost done with Game Gear. I'm thinking 2 to 3 streams I should be done with Game Gear. And then, when I'm done with Game Gear, I'm going to dedicate 1 stream to the 32X, because there's like 30 games for that, and I should be able to get through that pretty quickly in 1 stream. Then I will dedicate a stream to the Virtual Boy. There's 20 games. I think actually exactly 20 games for Virtual Boy. No. I think there's 20, I think there's 20 American games for Virtual Boy, and then, like, a handful, like, 3 or 4 that were Japan exclusive, so, like, there was, like, Virtual Fishing, I think, and then there's Virtual Bowling, which is different from Nestor's Funky Bowling. There's Virtual Tetris, which is different from 3D Tetris. And I think there's, like, some... There might be, like, some other stuff, too. There's, like, a Faceball prototype for Virtual Boy, actually, which I kind of want to show off, because... I mean, honestly... I generally make it a rule... like, for, like, the longer form alphacades, not to do prototypes. But for this, I might make an exception. Because, like, Virtual Boy already has a pretty small library as it is, and there's one specifically that I want to show off, and it is that baseball game. Anyway, after those, like, those will take one stream each, because there's not a lot on 32X and there's not a lot on Virtual Boy. Then I am going to do probably the biggest thing, the biggest task that I am going to partake thus far, possibly ever, on Alphacade. I'm going to be playing and ranking the entire Game Boy Advance library. If you think of, like, not even just like the big games, like, you know, obviously you have, like, you know, all the Mario Advance games, Mario Kart, Mario Party, you have Sonic, you have Fire Emblem, you have, like, a whole bunch of... And then you have, like, all of the shovelware, like, games based on, like, kids' movies, like Shrek and fucking Kung Fu Panda and some shit. And then you have, like, all of the obscure Japanese games. Game Boy Advance has a massive library. And there is a lot of hidden gems and a lot of shit. But hopefully the shit is at least interesting. I would say, like, Game Gear, I've been pretty happy with how the Game Gear Alphacade has turned out. Like I said, like, last night, Game Gear, definitely, I would say, the good to bad game ratio has been pretty good for Game Gear. And there's a lot of bad Game Gear games, a lot of really bad Game Gear games, but also a lot of Game Gear games that I would consider to be hidden gems. Things like Dragon Crystal, Crystal Warriors, T2 arcade port was actually surprisingly good. I wasn't really expecting much out of that. But I ended up putting it in outstanding. And there's a lot of good Game Gear games. Yes, hidden gems. Do homebrews for 32X as well? Are there homebrews for 32X? If so, I'll play them. I know there's that, was there that one Sonic hack that was... I don't think I want to do ROM hacks, but, like, I think there was, like, a Sonic ROM hack that was released on 32X. Like, it was so big that they had to move it over to the 32X for, like, you know, the additional graphics and shit. I don't know about, like, homebrew... And that's the other thing, too, is, like, I don't think I would want to do homebrews. That's not really what I'm interested in. I'm not really interested in the homebrews. I meant, like, the prototypes. Like, Virtual Boy has a homebrew scene, but the homebrew scene isn't really that interesting. It's usually just like demos and stuff like that. It's like the Vectrex. Vectrex has a kind of interesting homebrew scene, but I don't know. I'd say like the system that has the most interesting homebrew scene that I've seen is the 2600, and that homebrew scene is so massive that, like, that would require an Alphacade ranking all to itself. Same thing with, like, Commodore 64 and even NES. NES would require... If I were to do NES homebrew games, it would have to be ranked separately. Because there's just so many of them, and they all rely on tools and techniques that have only been discovered like 20 years after the console came out. Genesis GBA? What do you mean? Oh, you mean like, yeah. I guess I see what you mean. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm gonna finish the Game Gear. That should be done in like, I'm gonna say, I don't know how many there's gonna be between U and Z, but I'm gonna say between 2 and 3 streams. I wasn't expecting T to be as big as it was, but I'm gonna say between 2 and 3 streams. I should be able to finish T next week, and then U through Z is either going to take 1 or 2 streams. And then, yeah, like I said, 32X, that'll take 1 stream. Virtual Boy easily can take 1 stream. And then GBA is going to be massive. But actually, with Game Boy Advance, there's even more stuff that I will be able to skip over. Like, for example, like Game Boy Advance, obviously there's the Game Boy Video. I'm not going to be showing that, because you know what that would be. Game Boy Video, it's like, you know, episodes of like SpongeBob or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or even some movies. Like, they have Shrek. Like, there's one cartridge that has Shrek 2 and Shark Tales both on the same cartridge, and they are bit compressed to hell. So I'm not going to be doing that. And on that note, I'm not going to be doing, like, multi-game compilations. Like, anything that begins with 2 games in 1 is usually just, like... Those are games that exist as standalone carts, so I don't really need to play them. And then also stuff like the classic NES series, because they're just ports of NES games. Like, they didn't do anything unique with the classic NES series. They're just ports of NES games. Emulation was alright for the time. If you wanted to spend, like, whatever, like $15 or $20 or however much it costs for Super Mario Brothers, you would get that, you'd plug it into your GBA SP, and it would work fine. Yeah, there's Homebrew Game Maker. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like, Homebrew is just a beast in and of itself. If I open the doors to Homebrew, I open the doors to just a whole other Pandora's box. That's kind of why I am apprehensive to do Homebrew. There's a lot of really impressive Homebrew for all of these consoles. Atari, NES, Genesis, SNES, GBA... Virtual Boy less so. But that's the thing, is there's so much impressive shit that it would just be, like, a project in and of itself to cover it all. they would make multi-game one-disc compilations for PS1. They just removed all BGM and FMV. Oh, interesting. I guess I can see that. So you'd get, like... So what, you get, like, fucking Crash Bandicoot 1 through 3 on one disc, just with all the sound and shit missing? Or just with all, like, the BGM and FMV missing? I kind of wonder how much you could, like, get out of that. Anyway. You kept me on stream way longer than I was expecting to. That was a rant and a half. I think that's what they did to, like, put all of those PS1 games on the fucking POW Kitty, too. Like, that's why you can have, like, 300 PS1 games on a 64 gig card, is because they just removed, like, 30% of the game each time. Oh. I think that's all that's here, isn't it? You know what? This is actually not a bad place to save. Yeah, I think I'll save here. Alright. So, raid. What's Aru's plan? Oh, is this Code Geist, I think? Alright, Aru's night.
Aru's to our name.
He's playing, I think it's Code Geass for DS. It's definitely the DS layout, and it looks like a visual novel, so I'm thinking that is the case. Thursday, more Artanelico, where we are going to find Tenba. Saturday night, see if there's any movement on that poll. Maybe? Movement on the poll! No. Alright, so Batman Returns is still in the lead with 46%. Be sure to vote before Saturday afternoon. Sunday, I will be hopefully beating Axe Battler, A Legend of Golden Axe. Sunday. Monday, I will be playing Game Gear games, continuing Game Gear games with the letter P. With the letter T, rather. And then next Tuesday, we will hopefully make it to the trial. This will be the last day of trials, so I'm thinking in a stream or two, we should be able to beat this. So, thank you guys so very much for watching. Always super appreciated. Special thank you to my members. I'm just getting the thing real quick so I can read it out. Yeah. Wait, where is the... Yeah, here we go. Just reading the thing out. Thank you to all of my members. Verducci Man, DJ Ronnie G, Yasuke Supreme, Jeremiah Thomas, Mazin Power, Arus218, and LCX. And thank you to everyone for watching tonight. Thank you, Arus218, LCX, Kayla Boo, Karumim Good Gamer, Nicholas W, Renee W, Sir Jacob, Verducci Man, Nintendo Vaults, and Percy Williams. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good night. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Bye, everyone.
It's the outro, and here's the outro free. Freddy Freaka, into presentation, sweeping the nation, doing his thing our way. If you wanna see more of me, become a member, watch some movies on LDN Cinema, play some games on Rum Roulette and request to be part of the community. Join the Discord, talking about games, music, Rob requests, and more. Join now. That's all of the plugs that I've made. Thank you all for watching. Now let's raid!